This is Janice Rombeck. For 10 years, Janice covered how City Hall decisions affect San Jose's neighborhoods. And by most accounts, she did a pretty good job. But in 2007, the San Jose Mercury News laid off Janice along with 30 other people. And they weren't alone. Since 2001, half of newspaper jobs in the Bay Area have disappeared. And that's why journalism is starting to look a lot like the city of Detroit. But just as the residents of Detroit are rebuilding their city from the ground up, I found that laid-off journalists like Janice are rebuilding the media from the ground up. Janice turned her old beat at the San Jose Mercury News into an independent website called NeighborWeb SJ. How is it funded? 2 ways, through donations and through volunteers. And during my fellowship year, I discovered that that's becoming commonplace. I surveyed 170 journalists about how they're financing their most meaningful journalism. And I surveyed another 200 about how they see their careers unfolding over the next 10 years. And here's what I found. For my survey participants, journalism is becoming a form of social entrepreneurship, an endeavor that combines nonprofit methods with for-profit methods to address social problems and create social change. Their motivations match the way their investigative, explanatory, watchdog, and analytical projects are being funded. I found that nonprofit sources are outfunding commercial media by a factor of 3 to 1. This little blue bar here represents commercial media's commitment to meaningful journalism, according to my survey. A stunning 71% of the participants said that over the next 5 years, commercial media like the San Jose Mercury News would become less important to meaningful journalism. 84% said that nonprofit projects like NeighborWeb, like Spot Us, like Public Press, like the Bay Citizen, which I believe celebrated its first birthday today, are going to become more important. The survey also found that journalists who are out on their own, freelancers and entrepreneurs like Janice, are vastly more optimistic about their careers and about the field than their counterparts who have remained in legacy media. In many ways, I've never been happier, Janice told me. I think this is the next wave of journalism. I've never believed in something so much in my life as NeighborWeb, where I feel like I can be part of the solution in a way that I couldn't be at the Mercury News. But there's still a big missing piece, and that's security. Janice doesn't have it, I don't have it, a lot of people in the audience, I'm sure, don't have it. And here's the reality. That's not going to change in the near future. We're going to have to learn to live with insecurity. But I think we can all be inspired by Janice's example, and I think we can be inspired by NeighborWeb. And I'm leaving my fellowship year with a pretty clear idea of how we can finance and publish meaningful stories in a media environment that is increasingly nonprofit, networked, cross-platform, and collaborative. Thank you very much.